Right, well, it's about 4:30 in the afternoon. I've just arrived at the hotel, and yeah, I'm a little bit less nervous than I was earlier on. Partly because, you know, you get used to people staring at you, especially when you're carrying something like this all the way around London, and people just think, what the hell is that? But, you know, you'll find out later on. To be honest, it's a bit weird. I'm going to be up there at 5 o'clock in the morning. I've got to be there at 3:30, which means I've got to be getting up about 2:30. So, you know, I'm going to be filling you in. I'm going to let you know how I feel when I get to Trafalgar Square, and then I'm also going to be videoing while I'm on the plinth as well, and then I'll probably give you some thoughts afterwards. So we'll see how it all goes, and I'll speak to you guys in a bit. Right, it's 4 a.m, so it's an hour until I go on the plinth. So yeah, that's 22 feet. 60 minutes until it's my time. And I've got an interview to do apparently, so I'm going to do that, and then I'll be heading up on this cherry picker. I am now up on the plinth. 22 feet. Check it out. This is Trafalgar Square at 6 minutes past 5. It's actually quite light if you think about it. There we go. It's the British flag on one side and the Jamaican flag on the other. A little bit of multiculturalism there for all you peeps out there who are a dual heritage, as is the preferred term these days. I mean, I still prefer mixed race, but there we go. Yeah, this magazine which I spotted while I was on the train, it was about one another, and it's an interview with Anthony Gormley, and saying things like, you know, what restrictions will you impose on people? And he says, none. They can do what they like as long as it's within the law of the land. It's not supposed to be a boring parade of good citizens. I hope there'll be some naughty ones too. So, naughty. I don't know what he's asking for at the minute as far as naughty is concerned, but I mean, if I said bugger, would that be alright? Is that naughty enough? I think that probably works. Bugger, 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 bugger. Oh, I'm loving that flag. So I was just talking to a couple of nice guys who are coming back from a casino, and yeah, it's starting to get a little bit brighter now. A bit windy up there though, you can see the clouds moving really quickly. Sun's coming up over there. Still pretty quiet, but it's a really surreal experience being up here. I've got no idea whether that shot was on my face right then. We just sort of stand here and look, and you just see what's what. It's actually really peaceful. If you built a toilet on here, I'd stay here all day. Okay guys, this is Leicester Sound calling me for an interview. They want to have a word.
Hi Lee, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, thank you. Just so you know, you're also on loudspeaker, so your questions are being broadcast live over the internet.
Fabulous. Are there many people out there at this time of the morning at all?
Not really, it's a little bit quiet, but everybody who's been out has been really nice. I've chatted to quite a few people, and some going to work, some coming home from work, some coming home from the casino. Yeah, good times.
What have you been doing with your time? You've been up there for 40 minutes now. How have you been filling it?
Talking to myself, really. A lot of the time I've just been on here just sort of chatting away with what's on my mind. Things about Britain, things about myself, things about heritage as well, and yeah, it's been quite nice. And it's been really good when people come here and ask about the flag and stuff, because I'm able to go into a little bit more detail about what it is, what it represents, the different facets of it. Yeah, it's been fun. Anyway, the top story is at 20 to 6. The long-awaited inquiry into the Iraq War is launched later. Chair Sir John Chilcot will outline the terms of reference, how the inquiry will work, and how long it will last. Some of it will be held in public. 179 British service personnel died in Iraq between 2003 and 2009. Britain's binge boozing problems getting worse, and MPs are warning the government's strategy isn't working. The committee finds departments aren't communicating well enough on matters like licensing and taxation. In cricket, the third Ashes. What's going on in Wolverhampton? A crackdown by police officers across Wolverhampton, seeing crime levels fall in the city. 40 extra officers had been drafted in to deal with things like carrying out drugs raids as part of an intensive 8-week campaign. It means crime fell by a fifth between April and June of this year. So, you know, considering the fact that I am here on my lonesome, I might as well just break out the kazoo. So, about 5 minutes to go. Yeah, I've enjoyed it. It's really sort of peaceful. It's quite isolating up here, but at the same time you just get a sort of bird's eye view of London and of what's going on. And you check over there, it's the sunrise behind whatever the hell that building is. I really should do some more research on London. But yeah, over there, National Gallery. All admission's free! Oh, I'll come back here later on. I didn't even know that. Fantastic. So yeah, these guys have been watching me. And then I've got the flag as well, which has been a stupendous success. See London, heading off to work. It's been quite an experience, this. I hope the other 2,399 people enjoy it, and for anyone who's dropped out, you're an idiot! If you haven't applied and you're thinking about it, you still can. So, you know, it's still potluck about whether you get chosen or not, and there's quite a few more people who want to do it, but at the same time, you know, somebody's got to get that slot, it might as well be you. So, yeah, give it a go, sign up. This is my free advertising for one another, so Anthony, if you're watching, send a check. So in my last 20 seconds, I just wanted to say to everybody that if you've not enjoyed my ramblings, it doesn't matter because there's somebody else coming on now, so I'm done. And I've enjoyed this all. I'm going to grab my flag, I'm going to grab my bag, and I think I'm going to go and get some breakfast. So, yeah, when I get down on the floor, I'll probably give you a bit of an update, but back to you in a bit. So, yeah, that's it. 60 minutes on the plinth. How do I feel about it? It didn't feel like an hour. An hour just zooms by, and I think, you know, when you work in radio, you know, you've always got that sort of regular interval of an hour anyway. But it was weird just how quickly it flew by, and I think I did everything I wanted to do up there, and I think I had fun up there, and I hope that I entertained a couple of people. If I didn't, then sorry. But, you know, I think it's one of these things that, you know, if you didn't like the person who's up there, there's always somebody else coming on, and I think that's the beauty about it, is that it's sort of like, almost like a sort of circus. A bit like a revolving door of different people and different cultures and different ideas, and no, I'm just glad to be a part of it. And so I was distracted by a bus there that had an advert which had flashing lights on it. Very weird. And no, I think no, I'm glad to have been a part of it. I still think it's a gimmick. I still don't know if it's art, and I don't care if it's art either. You know, as long as I enjoyed it and I got out what I wanted out of it, and I kind of made a little bit of a contribution, then brilliant. But yeah, thanks for watching this anyway. I hope it was enjoyable for you, and I hope it gave you a bit of an insight of what it was like to be part of the One Another project. And yeah, I'll speak to you another time. But I'll tell you what, let me just leave you with a shot of the t-shirt. I got this for free!